Hi everyone, this is Mr. McGee. Right now I want to just briefly touch bases with you on the drill press that we have in our shop. To those of you that are not familiar with where the location of this drill press is, well, let me do a panoramic view so that you can figure this out. Now, a lot of people feel that drill presses are kind of not necessary when you have all the hand drills that you do. But let me tell you some of the finer points about having a drill press in your shop. They are, number one, very adjustable. You can change the height of this table simply by loosening this screw up back here, this clamp, and this whole table can move up and down. It can go left and right. It is also great because it is very powerful. If you need to do heavy drilling, this thing will probably take a 1-inch drill bit and turn it no problem. Now, a couple things you need to know though. First of all, don't ever operate this machine unless you've been checked out on it. It is, again, a relatively large drill press, and if the drill bit catches something and it's not tied down, it can really make a mess of your life. I have been in situations where these vices weren't clamped down all the way, and when I turned the drill on and hit the metal, it picked it up and slammed the vise right into me. So before you operate this vise has to absolutely be clamped down. Now, another thing I want to bring to your attention is right here. Must wear safety glasses. If you're going to use this machine, you have to have safety glasses on. It's very simple to operate. It's a simple start-stop, and it's all about setting your material up before you drill. Knowing what you've got to do, knowing where you've got to have everything positioned and clamped. Now let's say you have about 100 pieces of metal that you have to drill to an exact dimension. Nice thing about this, again, you can clamp this vise down, okay? And you can put a stop here, and you can sit here all day, put a piece of steel in there, clamp it down with your vise. You can drill it, unclamp it, put your next piece of steel in, and you're going to get that hole in the same spot every single time. So that's one of the really nice features about having a drill press here. You got precision drilling. Another time these things will shine, let's say you have to drill through a piece of pipe. Now that piece of pipe's round, and anybody that has ever tried to take a drill bit and run it through a piece of pipe, like from the outside down, it's not an easy task. Well, here again, you put your pipe in this vise, you position it correctly, everything's clamped down, that drill bit's not going to walk on you. It will go exactly where you need it to go. Now, all this being said, another thing about precision drilling, this right here, this is an adjustable stop. You can control how far down the drill goes, so that if you know that your floor of your table is down here, you want to drill down past the vise but not into the table, well, guess what? You can adjust your stops here. Not only that, you have increments in 1 inch, well, actually in 1/16 of an inch, so that you can track how far down into something that you drill. Very useful. Here again, when you start getting into any precision drilling. Chances are you're not going to see that here. However, I mean, these are some of the finer points about this. Like I said, you can do precision drilling all day long. You have a vise that should be clamped down, and you can clamp down your part so that it's not going to jump out at you. You can do some unusual drillings with it that you can't do on a table. Now, a couple things about this. To turn it on, you have your start button, you have your stop button. You also have a speed control up here. So before you turn this on, you want to make sure that there's no chuck key sitting in here. This is our chuck key. This is for loosening and tightening drill bits. So we're going to put this in to this hole. Its teeth are going to engage, and now you can loosen the chuck, and the drill bit comes right out. Don't ever walk away with that chuck key in there. That's bad news, folks. You turn this on, that thing's going to go flying. Where it's going, you don't know. Don't ever do that. So we're going to put our drill bit in, take our chuck key, we're going to tighten this up good. Some people prefer to use all 3 of the holes on the chuck to make sure that they tighten this down good. Chuck key goes right over here. Okay? Remember, if that's in there, it's going flying. All right, hit our start button. Our drill's running. We'll hit our stop. Our drill stops. Now you can also adjust the speed of this using this knob up here, or this dowel. Do not adjust the speed unless the drill is running. Let me repeat that. Do not adjust the speed unless this drill is running. So we're going to hit our start, and we're going to adjust by turning the knob to the right. It's going to increase the speed of the drill. As you can see, that thing's really humming now. I'll turn it back to the left again, and the drill bit slows down. If you are drilling stainless steel, typically you want the drill to turn at a real slow speed, and you want to use a lot of pressure while you're drilling. If you're drilling wood, things of that nature, then you'll want the drill turning faster, and you'll want to use a lighter speed, or a lighter pressure, I'm sorry. So always remember, if you're drilling stainless, you use a lot of pressure, but turn the drill bit slow. If you turn it fast, you're just going to dull it. It's really that simple. Steel, regular steel, intermediate speeds, intermediate pressure, but that's the long and the short of it. Now again, like I said before, this table is adjustable. All we got to do is loosen this clamp right back here, and you can see that the table moves. You can adjust the height, you can adjust where it's located in reference to the drill bit. Note the hole in the middle. Try to always set it up so that that hole, if you should drill too far, that drill bit goes right through that hole and not hit the table. Not too much else I can tell you about this tool. Like I said, it's really it can be really helpful if you've got some tough drilling to do. Remember, don't operate it unless you've been checked out. There's your start. There's your stop. Never, ever, ever turn it on with the chuck key in it. So I would make it a habit of, before you hit that start button, always look back here and verify that that chuck key is setting there. Okay? And don't ever adjust the speed unless the drill's running. That's really it. Always wear your eye protection. That goes without saying.